bit of spice, a little bit of grit, a little bit of nasty. You understand?
I like the way you just bit your lip when you see grit. You're like, you know what? She got all that.
Jacqui-Lee Pryce for Shadowboxruk UK here at the Shields Marshall Media Day with Terry Harrison. He's the coach of Alycia Baumgardner. How you doing?
I'm great. You
look tired.
Nah. I'm ready for action, to be honest.
It's the day. So first of all, welcome to London. I've been watching some of the work that you've been doing with Alycia. Some tremendous work. So talk to me about how camp's gone.
AB started off in camp in Colorado for the altitude, and then she came back to Detroit for the mentality part of it, where the sparring was tough for her. They pushed her in all aspects of boxing. I think I had the sparring push her the way we think Michaela's gonna push her. We had them have high pace sparring, the way we think Mayer would come high pace, and I think she touched on every angle. I think coming to Detroit was a mental thing for her. You know what I mean? So I think fighters take on the mentality of the trainer. You know what I mean? So when she came to me, it was just like, you're going to have a lot of spots in this fight where you got to not think about it, but just fight through it. You know what I mean? You got to fight your way out of it, not think your way out of it. You know what I mean? So that comes with the mentality of being a dog. You know what I mean? You're going to have some spots in this fight where she got to dig down and be a dog, and that's what it's all about.
100%. I mean, literally, it sounded to me like you've literally left it all in the gym. Would I be correct in thinking that?
Well, no, you don't never want to leave it all in the gym, but you just want to get the mental preparation for exactly how the fight is going to be, and I think that's exactly what she got when she came to Detroit.
Okay, so let's talk about Alycia's last fight against Terry. We know that she came out here, she was the underdog. She proved a lot of people wrong. Was that literally just a little taste of what we've seen so far?
No, I think you actually got the best part of the meal. I think her fighting Terry Harper, and y'all seen what she did to Terry Harper, was like that was the main course. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she definitely could have got sharper in spots, but the knockout was sensational. You know what I mean? And everybody loved knockouts. You know, especially from a woman. You know what I mean? You knock somebody out that's devastating like that as a woman. You give them that's main course meal. That's a main course meal. But like I said, she definitely could have sharpened up in different areas. In hindsight, in perfect world, she would have knocked her out in round 2. You know what I mean? But you know, it happened, and that was the moment she was waiting for since she was a kid. You know what I mean? Just waiting on the opportunity to showcase her talent, and she did it. And now she here, and one of the biggest cards for women's boxing ever.
Listen, you know, you talk about that was a main course. I'm sure she's got many main courses to come. I think what a lot of people were saying that female boxing lacked was the knockouts, but literally what a beautiful knockout that was. But you as a coach, you know instinctively, I'm a coach as well, instinctively you must know there's so much more in that kid.
I mean, for sure, we definitely know. I think AB got a bunch of different gears, and I think Michaela only thinks she has one gear. You know what I mean? So I think it's to our advantage that she only thinks she has one gear. And like I said, the ending training in Detroit, it was 4 or 5 gears. It was 4 or 5 different people. It was 4 or 5 undefeated guys. It was, you know, and then for AB, it's kind of hard for her to find women sparring that push her the way we need to be pushed. So she sparred all men. And then she sparred one badass girl that's fire and that comes forward every step of the way, and that's Faye. You know what I mean? So her sparring that she got for this fight was just like, it's nothing Michaela could show her that she hasn't seen in sparring. You know what I mean? And that's the way that's the way I know that she's prepared for the fight, because she saw whatever she needed to see in sparring. And I'm talking about, they pushed her, they bullied her, they roughed her ass up, and they made sure that sparring was harder than the fight that she's gonna have.
100%. Listen, Michaela Mayer comes with a massive resume, amateur resume. People talk about that, and I guess that some people are pipping her slightly above Alycia. However, in her last fight, she was able to dig deep, but some are saying that Alycia is a completely different fighter to her last fighter. Technically, in terms of defensively coming forward, she's able to dig deep. She's got all of the ingredients. Would you agree?
I agree. Like I said, I think she got 4 or 5 different gears. You know what I mean? So I think, but I think from an audience standpoint, they only want to see knockouts. So when you're not knocking somebody out, I think you got to step into a different part of your bag. Like AB started stepping into a different part of her bag. She started dropping her hands and moving her head for defense-wise. You know what I mean? So for this fight, I think she got so many different gears, but you see them on each gear on separate, different occasions. You know what I mean? For this one, I just hope that the way she trains, she could put everything together. So you're going to see her with her hands down sometime. You're going to see her with her hands up sometime. You're going to see her going forward sometime. You're going to see her going back. So I just wanted to put it all together because she fights excellent every way she fights, but it's either a hit or miss. You know what I mean? So for me, as a coach and her, put it all together. You know, ain't no hit or miss no more. It's not one style. No, don't come with one style. You know what I mean? Because what happens if she crowds you in the inside? Then you got to change that style. What happens if she boxes you from the outside? Then you got to change your style again. So we just started adapting, and like I said, everything Michaela Mayer is going to do, I think we train for it. So I'm telling you, I'm overconfident. Like, it's hard to say confident, but I'm overconfident that AB will, without a doubt, win this fight big at that.
So I'm hearing she's got not only the skill, she's got the seasoning on the top to beat Michaela Mayer. And you talk about how confident you are as a coach, and I know, literally, it's something that you feel in your belly, isn't it? It's something that you feel in your belly when you know somebody's going to do well. How proud are you, not only as a coach, but you are, leading the way as a especially in our country, a black coach. You're working with a black fighter, and then many people must be looking up to you. How great is that?
I mean, I think it's a great on all levels because, like I said, nobody expects for me to be here. You know what I mean? Not only as being black, but as being young. You know what I mean? Like, I think they created a dynamic where a coach has got to be 65 years old, and you had to ride the bus 100 fucking times to be a coach.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with it, but don't knock the guy that's 32 doing it. You know what I mean? So. Like, for me, I think I got the best of both worlds. I became a world champion. I don't know how many trainers can say they became world champion. But I'm 32 years old. I became a world champ. I'm still actively spinning now to this day. And now I'm able to help coach somebody that I love from my heart. You know what I mean? So now it's not like I'm not doing this for money. I don't know if Coach Al or nobody's doing it for money. I'm pretty sure they're not either. But I think it's for what I'm doing it for is different from what they're doing it for. You know what I mean? It's just not a dime that nobody could give me to help AB train for a fight. You know what I mean? I don't care if I'm second, third, fourth, cut man, water boy, whatever needs to be done for AB to be happy and win a fight. That's the kind of role I want to play. You know what I mean? This time, I think for me, like I said, she needed the mental aspect of being a dog, and then that's probably why I'm chief second right now. You know what I mean? I think every fight is different, and in every fight you may need somebody else different to step up as far as your training crew. You know what I mean? But now is the mentality of the dog, and there's no better place to get it from than somebody that got dog all the way through him and in him.
I like what you're saying because, in my experiences, some of the trainers like to be, let's say, in front of the fighter. And what you're saying to me is like, literally, you will do whatever it takes for your girl to win on Saturday night.
I mean, for me as a coach, man, I can't fight for her. You know what I mean? So it's people like to put the dynamic in interviews and in stuff, media day like this, like I can fight for her. Like I can't fight for her. You know what I mean? Like I can only give her the best ingredients that I see at the moment. You know what I mean? Like boxing is so situational. Like I can only give her situational things to get her out of those situations that she in to become successful. You know what I mean? But I can't fight for her. You know what I mean? So everybody say, oh, you got this training, you got that. Well, I can't fight for her. Only thing I can do is this camp, I want to tell you, I literally keyed in on everything she did great at. I didn't key in on nothing that she did wrong, but I keyed on everything she did great because if we can sharpen up the things she did great, she's unbeatable. You know what I'm saying? If you can sharpen the knife, all I gotta do is stab you once. You know what I mean? Like don't think about running or defense. Think about what you do great at. Let's improve what you're doing great at. And the best offense is a great defense. You know what I mean?
To be fair, though, what people are probably talking about is literally you have landed a bit of a, you've been lucky in the sense of she is the full package. She's not only got the looks, let's talk about the body. Fucking hell, it's...
Oh, my God.
Hello, it is slamming. It is
slapping. It is slapping.
I mean, Jesus. But, I mean, in terms of just the whole package, because usually you get the one and then they can't box and et cetera, et cetera. Listen, she's got all of that package, the media side of it. She's got a little bit of spice, a little bit of grit, a little bit of nasty. You understand?
I like the way you just bit your lip when you see green. You know what? She got all that.
But you need it, don't you? You need that little grit, determination, that dog.
The sport of boxing is not cheerleading. You don't need cheerleaders fighting. You need people that's going in the war ready for war. That means the mentality got to be a dog. That means you got to talk your shit. That means you got to live up to your shit. That means you got to walk it, talk it, everything. You know what I mean? So I think that's the great part about boxing. You know what I mean? Like, don't dumb her down because the world want to see soft, feminine women. No, fuck that. Talk your shit. I tell her all the time, talk your shit.
Hey, listen, you can be feminine and talk shit at the same time.
I agree, but listen to me. The attitude that it's fight week. The attitude that you gotta have is be ready to fight. Don't be ready to be like, oh, I gotta do this for this promoter. I gotta do this for this man. No, talk your shit. Talk your shit, and all you gotta do is, the only way to shut everybody up is back it up.
The last time I saw the press conferences, the last time that Alycia was in London, and I was having a discussion with friends of mine that are all boxing people, and literally there was we were all saying, listen, not only that girl can talk, just watch the vibe, watch the energy. This girl is going to, and listen, we're British, but we all saw that she was going to finish the fight, that's me putting it politely, the way she did.
Man, I think, like I said, energy is everything. I think you can read everything off somebody's energy. You can walk in the room and be like, oh, this motherfucker ain't right. You know what I mean? You can walk in the room, but just by how the energy is, like, no, this motherfucker ain't right. Let me get out this room. Or you can walk in the room and say, this motherfucker, I like this energy in this room. I'm gonna stay in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I think AB is just possessing the energy that's needed to be possessed to be in the world's top fight. You know what I mean? Like, she talk your shit, like. Cuss, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you hear Michaela, like, all you gotta do one word and not cuss. No, cuss, cause listen to me, you gotta sock somebody in the fucking mouth in a couple of days. Cuss, say bitch and hoe, like you gotta punch somebody in the face, like whatever geeks her mind up to tell her that she's in a war right now, like whatever's needed to be done. You know what I mean? If shutting up was cool for it, then shut up. But talking your shit is good for you. Talk your shit. Amp you, help me make my job easier. Talk your shit.
Predictions for Saturday night?
Ass whooping times none. One ass whooping versus another. You know what I'm saying? We kick ass. We're gonna walk out that thing smiling. We're gonna have us a couple drinks. We're gonna laugh, and and then we on a red eye back to Detroit.
Hey, listen. Talking about the body, she's just turned up.
Oh my God!
It's unfair.
No, it ain't. But like I said, when you got Beauty and the Beast, baby, you make movies. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, thanks very much for giving us your time. I'm gonna speak to your protege. Listen, I'm looking forward to Saturday night 100%. Do the business.
So am I. Thank you.